A warm good evening and welcome to Sport at 10. What a show that we've got in store for you tonight. The bench is full. It is packed with some of the greatest names in South African sport. I'm Thomas Mlambo. Thank you for joining us on a Tuesday, which is a little bit unusual. We'll be back on Wednesday night next week, so be sure to join us for the show in our regular time slot on Wednesday next week. But it has not prevented us from bringing the flyweight champion of the world, the IBF champion in Maruti Mthalane. Babyface. Oh man, that belt. Oh, the belt. And you also, the bruises have gone down. You're looking okay.
No, I'm looking okay now. But last week, I had bruises all over my face.
10 days ago, you couldn't see.
Yeah, I couldn't see, but now everything is well.
Can I give you a tip though?
Yeah.
Don't block punches with your nose.
Yeah.
You see, I think that was what was happening though. You're like getting hit a lot.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about it, champ.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it. Right next to the champ, you've got Tendai Ndoro. And Tendai, welcome to the studio. How are you?
I'm okay, my boss.
And that's the question I think I'm going to ask you a lot, because the viewers also want to just know, how are you?
I'm okay.
Are you okay?
Very much okay.
Tendai, how are you?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah.
This is what we're going to be finding out from Tendai Ndoro. Obviously, we all know about it and what has happened with Ajax Cape Town and all of that. But the man will give you his story. What is going on with him as a human being in the greater sense of things. So make sure you stay with Sport at 10. And then right next to him is Cornet Mamabolo. Tibos!
Hola.
Ore.
Isha buena.
Dude, you look older, man. Like,
Yeah,
uniform.
I'm like, get a time of it.
On the show, I'm like, this 16, 17-year-old. You like, really?
Yeah, no, get a time of
No, Kawabona, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was already 18 years old.
No, short time. Sure. And then, you know what? One of the biggest campaigns in South African sport, one of the greatest jobs that you could get in sport was to follow the Springboks and make videos of it. MTN gave someone an opportunity to do that. Mapule Budibe, you're going to tell us a little bit about the man next to you, right?
Yes,
The
absolutely.
MTN Bozza.
Yes.
Ke Bozza, eh?
I keep Bozza, sure.
Bozza.
Bozza, Eric Rayling.
That campaign is fascinating. It's unbelievable. How did you even come up with it?
Hey, we wanted to do something really breakthrough, and I think we definitely achieved it. Eh?
We're going to talk, right?
Yeah.
Bozza, I'll talk to you just now, Bozza.
Great.
We're going to be together.
Yeah, of course.
Good.
Always.
Looking forward to it. Let's get into the latest as far as the news stories are concerned. So let's jump straight in and talk a little bit about one of the great South African athletes, Luvo Manyonga, and what he was able to do over the weekend out in London. In the Diamond League, Luvo is absolutely unbelievable. What he does is stupendous when it comes to the long jump, and he dominated that event once again out in London. Luvo, I'm proud of you. South Africa's proud of you. This jump here of 8 meters and 58 to take the win was scintillating. He's happy with that. Look at that. Look at Luvo enjoying himself as he dominates the world at the long jump. But it was also a great event under general for South African athletes, because Rashwell Samai came second in the long jump, as you see them coming down the runway there. And if you look at the race walking, which is an event that, yeah, okay, walking, but it's walking and it's a race and it's a sport. Our race walker in Lebogang Shange came first there in the 3,000-meter walk as well, breaking the SA record. So great event. And we need to get Luvo into the country soon and into the studio. I think he flew in earlier on today, so we'll try and catch up with him as to how he is doing over in Europe. But now, moving on, we've got what's going on at Orlando Pirates. Any Buccaneers down there? The signals that went up, you're lucky you didn't see the bench there. But Benson Mhlongo is now leaving Orlando Pirates. He's going off to TS Sporting. He'll be the head coach there. He was the second assistant coach at Orlando Pirates. He was there for the last 2 years. But now, at 37 years of age, he's been given the opportunity to be a head coach in the National First Division, and he is off. Tendai, what do you think? I mean, I'm sure it's a man you've bumped with, you've worked with, you know what Benson Mhlongo can bring. Is this the right time for him to now spread his wings?
Yeah, it's good for him, and he must make a name for himself now.
Are you going to coach?
After football?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What? Look, there's a guy doing it. What's wrong with you?
No, it depends, because he's got a lot of passion in football. Some of us are not patient when it comes to other players, so I don't think I can coach.
Oh, okay. At least he's honest. Moving on. More news for you, and this story fascinated me because when you look at the 6 times Olympic gold medalist Ryan Lochte, now this picture here, this is the thing that got him into trouble. A lot of people do this. They go for these vitamin drips. You know, Cornet, where you celebrities, you see them, right? You've seen it on social media. You go for a drip, vitamins. It's not a thing. It's like you're just pumping up your performance. Apparently, though, you can't do this according to the rules of sport. It doesn't matter what you have got in the drip. He says it was his vitamin B, but the doping agency, USDA, has given him a 14-month ban for that picture that he posted on Twitter. He posted the picture. They said, oh, okay, actually, there's a rule for this. And the rule says you cannot be on a intravenous drip, like a drip into your system like that, if you're not actually in hospital for a treatment. So this kind of thing where you just do it for, I'm just going to pump up my performance, Maruti.
Yes.
Now you know, ne?
Yeah, now I know. I didn't know before, but now I know.
Who knew? You see, that's the thing of those things people don't know. But he didn't know either, and now 14 months, he's not allowed to be in the swimming pool. 6 times an Olympic gold medalist. And he's like, dude, I didn't really know. Now I know, but he found out the really hard way. So I like that story. It was a really interesting one for me. And then moving on to the last of our stories, and that is the story that speaks about golf. Because when we talk golf, the Open has just finished, and when we look at what happened at the Open, Francesco Molinari, the Italian, became the first Italian in history to win in one of golf's 4 majors. He did it impressively, shooting 69 at Carnoustie on the final day. Brilliant performance for the 35-year-old who began this year outside of the top 20 in the world, but has just had strong performances in the build-up to the Open, and then he was there to snatch the crown. The other man who did well, Tiger Woods. After all the injuries, the eye of the tiger was back. He's now improved, and he is in the top 50 in the world in terms of the rankings after having tied for 6th place at the Open over the weekend. I was watching. I loved it. I loved watching Tiger and seeing what he was all about. But now, the other big story I promised you at the top of the show was all about the MTN Bozza and that campaign that took place where we were asked to answer the call, and we were asked to be part of the MTN 8. See, I'm already in MTN 8, you see? I'm already there. MTN 8 is around the corner. But we were asked to be as part of the MTN call-up. Now, Mapule, welcome to the show once again. Mark, welcome. We're going to get to who you are and what you've been able to do. But tell us what the MTN call-up was. What were you asking people to do? What could they have won had they been part of it?
So obviously this is our 2nd year sponsoring the Springboks, and what we wanted to do, we wanted to create a platform that would allow for South Africans in general to participate. And very importantly, because we are a telecoms company, we wanted to have our technology being able to showcase what we are able to deliver as a network. And what we did was we invited South Africans to enter through the call-up campaign. And essentially what they needed to do was to submit a video of basically a pitch of what would make them basically stand out as a Bozza. And what that meant is that they would have a very unique opportunity, once in a lifetime, of being a part of the Springboks and really capturing behind-the-scenes footage and really experiencing firsthand, experiences that the general public wouldn't see.
So, Mark, you run into this campaign that says you can follow the Springboks, you can earn a salary, you can have a job, and you have to just make sure that you're there to capture those moments and post them. Could you believe your eyes when you saw the MTN call-up?
It's almost too good to be true. I was actually overseas at the time. I was a broke backpacker, rapidly running out of money. And my girlfriend heard the ad, and she called me. She said, this is tailor-made for you. This is you to a T. You love the Springboks. You love making content. This is your job. I flew home, uploaded a video, exhausted, jet-lagged, and I answered the call, and here I am today with the job of a lifetime.
The Bozza, the MTN 8 Bozza.
Yes.
What is his job, though? What is the MTN 8 Bozza's job?
Yeah, I mean, his job really starts now, right? So essentially, he's going to be traveling with the Springboks. He's going to be capturing...
Every day, or once in a month?
Well, there's a schedule that we follow. Obviously, during training camp, during matches, he'll be a part of it.
Yeah.
In the locker room experience, he'll be a part of it. When they travel overseas, he'll be a part of it. And the whole idea is that he'll be able to basically capture behind-the-scenes footage and share it with South Africa, and really, become our eyes and ears, so that you use our technology to experience what's going on in the Springboks. And, they at the end of the day, they are humans, so we wanted to really basically open up, and see what's going on behind the scenes.
You ready for the challenge? You've got, what, more than a year now of this opportunity.
Yeah, it's 18 months traveling with the Springboks to Argentina, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, culminating with the Rugby World Cup in Japan. So it's an opportunity. I've already had a week with the Springboks in Bloemfontein. You know, I got to meet a lot of the guys, role models of mine, Dwayne Vermeulen, Siya Kolisi, Bisim Tawarira, and I got to really pull back the veil and see who they are as people. You know, we put them up on pedestals. They're superhumans, but they really are people at the end of the day, and that's something that was really special, and that's something I really want to bring out as the Bozza with my content.
Mabule, how do I see what the Bozza is doing? Like, how do I see where, I want to be in the change room with the Bozza.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
So obviously he's got a whole social media sort of platform. Essentially you can follow him on the official Bozza on Twitter, and you can actually get daily, weekly updates on all the content he's capturing.
So at the official Bozza, that's where I'll find you?
Yes.
Twitter, at the official Bozza.
Yes.
And that's where we'll get all of that stuff from you. Because sometimes, we'll go to the news guys and they give us that other side, right? You're going to get closer and behind the scenes.
That's exactly the position. It's to be the South Africa's social media eyes and ears, and to foster a closer connection between the South Africa's rugby mad fraternity and the Springbok team that we know and love. So I have a special privileged position within that team to give a different perspective, not the news perspective, a more honest kind of perspective with the guys, and that's if you love rugby and you love this team, follow my page, follow us, and you'll get to see them like you've never seen them before.
Unbelievable. I mean, if I wasn't already here, I would have been the Bozza. I would have been in contest. I would have contested for that position.
Yeah.
But how was it? Like, what was the feedback like? Did thousands and millions of people want to be the Bozza?
Yeah, we went out on basically a national recruitment drive trying to find the Bozza. We had a massive response, very exciting. And then we proceeded to basically shortlisting to 3 finalists. And obviously Mark came out as the winning, Bozza. And for that, he needed to be very passionate about rugby. And I think you can see his passion in the Springboks goes a long way. He also needed to be very entertaining, creative in how he captures content. Because essentially, he has to keep South Africa very in tune with what's going on, content-wise.
Mabule, is there anything else you want South Africans to know about the MTN Bozza?
No, I mean, obviously, I'd like them to follow the Bozza, and really, because what we are trying to do in terms of the whole Answer the Call campaign is that as we lead up to the World Cup, we want to really, South Africans, to really back up the Springboks, whether it's through following the Bozza, whether it's wearing their rugby jerseys, and really, let's get behind the Springboks. We obviously don't have the World Cup this year, or rather next year, but we have an opportunity to really get behind them and really, take them there.
I think today's going to change your life as well, because SABC has seen you, and now you're going to be walking in the mall, and there's the Bozza. Bozza, hola Bozza, what's up? Let me bring in the Shampunizer. He is the man who's been doing sports comedy for 5 years right here on SABC Sport on Sport at 10. The jabs, the uppercuts of humor. Here he is, none other than the heavyweight of humor, the Shampunizer. Shampunino.
Hello, Thomas.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, come, man.
Hey, come, I get a show. So, when you have a show, man. I'm not,
Oh, you're going to that calm before your live show, right?
Yes. I have my
Saturday, Pretoria.
State Theatre.
You should be like this more often, though. Have more shows then.
It's my new, State Theatre. It's called the Champunizer Comedy Show. The State Theatre. We are reliving the pure Manati show, so tickets are flying. But 2025, anyways, protocol observed. MTN, how are you? You guys sponsor everything nowadays. One day. one day during the game, like, this yellow card is brought to you by MTN. You having it. One day is one day. It will happen. Maruti Mthalane. It must be hard to date a boxer. Boxers don't just speak to you. Every time about me, they say, orange jeb, orange finance. Now, high now. Go, hey, baby, get in. Yes, sorry, baby. Mayana, they are bob and weave. What while? Tibos, Lirin. Yeah, I'm finally Mpopo. Kabana, we're now hang cattle gate. Hang the tall gate. They were let's move on. Saturday, vitamin, what? I'm like, well, Mpopo nor narrow, aren't that? Renaro taka drip your grave. And Zimbola taka drip your grave. Fire Ndoro. Fire Ndoro. Tibos, what is it? I'm on a lane. Fire Ndoro. KCI we my let's Captain Maliban. If we my Captain Maliban, we take Azama Yapala dangerous Ndoro wherever he goes, things change. Bona Umo, Spotted 10 Tuesday. It's just changing things. Everything is changing. Everything is changing. Welcome, Fire Ndoro. Change. I'm still stuck on the World Cup, and now I need to educate Thomas. But what was I using? Thomas, get in school. I went to Talento High. It was a science school, so I'm gonna educate you that Newton's gravitational law of gravitational attraction. It states that one particle attracts every particle that is directly proportional to the product of their masses, but inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their center. So basically, G is equals to M1 times M2 over R squared. What would information I would say? The gravity. Useless. Exactly. By change it, no, you don't even have to Google. Okay, gravitational attraction, name of so you guys what is gravity? So it's fine. Thomas, there are things that people don't recognize. The experience. When France win the World Cup, but never sooner they were kissing like the jersey. After winning everything, I kissed the Bafana jersey last week. I lose a memory for 3 days. 3 days. Thomas, in a mix it the bolelo, the tele mo. 100% everything. Everything. I'm just putting information out there.
What did Bafana do to you? We're not even playing.
That's my problem. They should be playing.
There's no need.
For Bafana. Oh no, run by with again, Thomas. Anyways, let's talk about things that happened not long ago. Teams are buying kits. Baba Mbarekang, Platinum Stars bought lunch. Like, teams is nanchele the month. Chiefs, Ijileke Sundowns. No surprise there. They are so used to it that by the competition, Chiefs. Please predict who Sundowns your Jagabukai. Never be written, Nagetlo yet advert, then KG voice. Welcome to the Chiefs Reajiwa Challenge. SMS 083 Rebetwani.
Marsegan live. Everyone's like laughing inside. Laugh. That's the Champagnes. He'll be back later in the show. What we want to hear from you is our social media topic as well. So this is what we'll be talking to you about. What is the solution, in your opinion? Give it to us. What's the solution of the PSL Ajax Cape Town relegation saga? If you have the solution, maybe we'll find it on your tweet or on your comment on Facebook. Send them through to @SPORTAT10TV and make sure that we are able to read your opinion on it. Remember, the judge in the court case today saying they can come back on Thursday to have that discussion about whether the league will take place or not, as it is scheduled to do. Thank you very much to MTN for bringing through the Bozza, @official Bozza. That's your new name. Whenever I see you, I'll just say @official Bozza. Mark, that's it, right?
That's it.
Mark's gone.
Yeah, I'm
Mark's
a Bozza
dead.
now.
You're the Bozza. Mabule, thank you for bringing him too.
Thank
and
you.
The great competition that you ran, it was fantastic. We're going to a break. After the break, the IBF flyweight champion of the world. There he is, the baby face. Join us after that as we speak to Maruti.
What up, man?
So, boy.
We are drinking from the same bottle. Cheers, Ndwana. I miss you, Ndwana.
Magenta, are you dreaming of being top dog again? Stop dreaming about it. Join in on Diski's greatest action in Russia and be in Jaya game. Play SPORTAT10TV from only R2 and you could score big. Play at participating lottery retailers or at nationallottery.co.za. Aye, bazozwa. Panda Pusha Play.
For many years, Vodacom has been improving the lives of so many South Africans through the power of technology.
That's right. And here at the Vodacom Show, we're still giving away mobile computer centers every month.
Tune into the Vodacom Show every Tuesday evening at 8:55 on SABC2.
Are you ready for the future?
Hey, mister. Where you going?
Men clean their cars themselves. I'll also clean my own bike. I'm grown up now.
Then you'll need this. The most pleasant surprise for a mother is to see her child growing up. But I know as he learns to take more responsibility, he'll face more dirt, germs, and the risk of illness.
That's why you need strong Dettol protection. Because Dettol cleans and protects against 100 illness-causing germs.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
At USave, nothing's more important to us than helping you save. That's why we've developed a full range of products that are just like big brands for less. With U-Brand, you get everything you need and the quality you deserve at prices you can afford. In fact, we're so confident that you'll love it that we'll guarantee your money back if you're not completely satisfied. So look for the U and save. Only at USave.
Really, in the last 2 rounds, demonstrated that. Hit punches here. This could be the end. This could be the end.
Yeah, but at the moment, he's counting the punches.
Well, that's it. That's the end of it.
So the fight has been stopped.
That's the end of it.
The fight has been stopped.
And the winner, by way of TKO, KwaZulu Natal's own babyface Mthalane.
Maruti babyface Mthalane fumana ibati yakhe.
Babyface Mthalane.
38 fights, 36 wins, 24 by way of knockout, only 2 losses in his boxing career. It's the babyface Mthalane right here in studio with us. And that was taking you back, ne? We took you back.
Yeah.
How long ago was that fight?
It was 2015.
Yeah.
That fight, yeah, 2015.
But now, you have that belt, which you just won 10 days ago in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. What a special, special occasion for you. Maruti, welcome to the show.
Okay, thank you.
Baba Skulume.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Lekamalaga Maruti. Because I just heard they were doing the ring announcement from KwaZulu Natal.
Yeah.
And then I hear Maruti.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, Maruti from KZN, Kanjan.
Shooting ngasho ngithi leli gama leli ngikhule ngalo ngithe nje ngizalwa ngifika lemhlabeni ubaba wami wangiqamba leli gaba ubaba wami kushuthi bekunomculi othanda ocula igospel abemthanda kakhulu Maruti Ndlovu ebecula igospel kushuthi ngaso sonke isikhathi behlezi idlala umusic wakhe so kwathi mekuvela mina wathi lo uMaruti ngilithole kanjalo leli gama
At least now we know. And for all those who are confused, that is how Maruti Mthalane got his name. But let's go to Kuala Lumpur. Let's go to this fight. So you're up against this man from Pakistan, Mohammed Wasim. Good fighter, youngster, not too many fights under his belt, but dangerous. And then the fight begins, ne?
Yes.
Early rounds, Maruti, you were on fire. You were on fire. What was powering you? What was giving you that energy?
Shuthi energy benginayo ukuthi bengilambele ngilifuna leli band na kanjani since ngezwe ukuthi kuzoba nale fight eMalaysia angitholanga ukulala ngaso sonke isikhathi bengihlezi ngicabanga ngale fight ngizilolonga kanzima ngitraina hard ukuthi ngiwine le fight. Yeah.
So you wanted it?
I wanted it badly.
Is it because of the history though? Because you had the belt, then it was taken from you. Not even that you lost the belt. 2014, they just came and said, Maruti, can we have the belt? Why?
Shuthi ngasho ngithi kuleso sikhathi kube nenkinga kakhulu la kwiboxing kube khona nezinto ipolitiki yakhona shuthi kwenzeka ngangalivikela leli bhande kwazi kwashaya isikhathi sokuthi ungalivikeli leli bhande kwadlula isikhathi esiso bazolithatha akwenzeka lokho amafight wonke abe ngwahlelelwa awazange aphumelele kwazi kwafika leso sikhathi ke balithatha ibhande.
And it took 4 years to get back another opportunity to get your belt back. And I'm told even last year, you know, you were thinking of even giving it up. You had a year where you were just not interested anymore.
Lapho beku back 2016 ngoba 2016 angilitholanga ithuba lokudlala khona lengibone khona ukuthi ngivele ngiyeke lento yeboxing ngizame enye impilo. Kodwa ke kwathi ngo2017 waqala kahle ngawathola ama fights abemathathu last year ngawawina wonke ngama knockout thili ke ngaze ngathola leli thuba lokulela leli band.
And he's got the belt. He's brought it back to South Africa. Here are a few shots from that fight against Mohammed Wasim. First rounds, we've got our man, our South African Maruti, giving a boxing lesson. But then we get to some of the later rounds, Maruti. And suddenly it was looking different. In fact, we see you going down there where he's knocked you down. You have to lift yourself up from the canvas.
Shuthi ngitheme ngabe sengibukela ivideo nami sengihlele ekhaya sengibukela le fight ngabona ukuthi kunamaphutha engwenzile kuma later rounds. Shuthi bengi under pressure ukuthi kumele ngiwine wonke ama round ngoba uyazi kunzima kakhulu ukuwina ngamaphuzu mengabe ukwelinye izwe. Shuthi iphutha lami engilenzile ngama later rounds ukuthi ngimixe naye ama punches ngoba bese ngiphambili kakhulu ngamapause. Into bekusekumele ngiyenze bekukumele ukuthi ngivike ngithola isikhala ngishaye ngoba bese ngiphambili ngamaphuzu. Iphutha lami kwaba ukuthi ngifune ukumixa naye kasho ukuthi uzongithola ngepunch neyangihlalisa phansi.
And round 11 wakubeka phansi ndoda. What happens then? What's happening in your mind when the left hand lands? Maruti gets yazwakuthola ngale left. Now uthi. What happens at that moment? You think it's over?
No, angicabanga ukuthi ngoba ngizwile ukuthi hayi imlenze isese strong nomqondo busese khona kahle ngazizwa noma ngiphakama uthi angisese khona ngathi mase ngithi iyaqala impi futhi kwakhala insimbi ngayohlala phansi around 12 ngabuya ke sengikahle kakhulu.
Mina when I was looking at that fight Maruti bongasokhona nokubona ndoda amehlo sangaka so avuvukile avalekile.
Kushuthi kona amehlo besethe uvuvuka kakhulu kodwa ke bengisakhona ukumbona yena kodwa ke bengithe noma ngaba amehlo kanjani ngizolo ngoba ngiyalifuna kakhulu leli band.
Wow, it was heroic. It was a performance that I think boxing fans will say, what a way to go and do it. Away from home, Kuala Lumpur, on the undercard for Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Manny is fighting later that night, so good and pressure ngaga.
Shuthi kona beyikhona ipressure kakhulu kumina kodwa ke benginganakile izinto eziningi into ebengifuna kakhulu ilo leli bhande le kona ke bekuhlezi kunzima mawulwa ngaphandle kwasekhaya ngoba khona le akekho umuntu okusupportayo bonke kwesinye isikhathi baba against wena so uba under pressure kakhulu ke kube ngcono mewungapha ngasekhaya.
The love for boxing, where did that start? Take me back to Maruti growing up in KZN.
Shuthi boxing ngiqale bengineminyaka ewu13 bengisafunda isikole mengiqala nje e high school besibiza ngo standard 6 shuthi beku grade 8 lo
ikhona ngiyayazi standard 6 standard 6 ngiyazi kahle ilama grade la ngingawa understand.
Shuthi boxing ngiqale lapho shuthi umalume wami bengihlala khona le eThekwini elindelana shuthi abafowethu abadala bebenza iboxing mina bengisemncane bekuyinto nje bengingayinaki kakhulu kodwa bekunje ngelinye ilanga mengibuye esikoleni nami ngibuye ngihambe nabo ngifike ngijime kwazi kwaya ke ngathola ukolwa kuma tournament ama-amateur kwakhona ngiqala ukuyithanda ngoba lapho bethola ama trophy uthola ama medal uthola ama certificate yilapho ngingaqala khona ukuyithanda iboxing kwaze kwahamba ke ngathi mengina 19 years base ngithena iprofessional.
So a lot of people at home and I know you, I know that I can see you right there. You're wondering, flyweight, what does that actually mean? Like, what is the weight? How much must you weigh to be a flyweight like Maruti Mthalane, the IBF world champion?
Shuthi ngasho ngithi iflyweight mewulibiza nje ngolimi lesintu kuthiwa isindo sempukane. Shuthi isindo esincane kakhulu leso. Shuthi ilimit yakhona it's 50.80.
50 kilos?
50 kilos.
Yeah. We 50.
No, kwamanje like mhlawumbe ngeboma 55, 56. But if usengiprepare fight, yehle iweight ngoba ngisengitraina hard. Yeah.
50.
Yeah, but I seen this man kakhulu kodwa anginankinga ngiyakwazi ukusenza.
No, wow. So I don't even know what I would be then. I'm like nearly 70. What am I, a heavyweight?
Middleweight. 70 is like
middleweight.
Yeah.
So Nabo Thomas the Hitman Hearns, I'm there.
Leyo weight yabo impela wena ngabe uzotholana nabo.
No, that was right. I would have been there with them. I'm a Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard, yeah.
What? I'm a middleweight. I didn't even know until today.
Yeah,
I'm a middleweight.
Yeah, middleweight.
No. And Maruti, you're not done with the SABC, right? You're back on Friday. You're going to be on TKO. Boxing fans are going to hear more of your story. So they can look forward to that interview? You're going to give them the real boxing story, right?
Yeah, we're ngizobatshela nje wonke umsoka wami weboxing ukuthi ngiqale kuphi sengikuphi manje ngiyakuphi futhi.
Maruti, I just want to pose with the belt there, please. Because I don't know when the next opportunity I'll have to be, you know, there it is. I'm holding the IBF flyweight boxing belt of the world.
Yeah.
And I'm also a middleweight, so, you know, careful. I'm a flyweight now. I'm a flyweight. No, I never. No. I appreciate it. I think as a country, we appreciate what you've done, the effort that you've put in, putting South African boxing on the map, bringing this belt back to South Africa. Congratulations. And we are so proud of you.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu ngiphinde ngibonge nabantu bonke abebengisiza bengilekelela throughout ama preparations zami. Ngibonga ama sponsorship ami ngokungilekelela kuko konke engikwenzayo. Naku manje sengikwazile ukuthi ngikwazi ukunqoba ibhande.
The champ, I'm going to leave the stage. The champ is here. The champ is here. We're going to a break. After the break, we'll be catching up with Tendai Ndoro. He's the big story and he's on SPORTAT10. Thanks, Jerry.
All clientele funeral plans pay out within 24 hours. We even send 200 Rand airtime when you claim.
We have individual and family plans available. We pay out up to 100,000 Rand per member.
You can cover up to 13 people on one plan. If you choose our ultimate plan, we'll pay all your premiums back. Yes, all your premiums paid back on top of your cover amount.
SMS cover to 44053. We'll call you back.
Welcome to a different kind of world. Here, the old rules do not apply. It isn't about petrol or coal or gas. It's about energy. It's about life. All I need is my style to make these streets look good. All I need is a mic to unite millions, an obstacle to break through it, my heart to bring hope, my fire to open eyes. It is my time. All I need is who I am. Hennessy. Never stop. Never settle.
Jacob's magical aroma has a special power to open your eyes to possibility. Dream with your eyes open. Introducing Indulgent Jacob's Cappuccino. Also available in reduced sugar.
Life is all about finding the right partner. Someone who helps you get to where you want to be. One you can depend on. Who backs you and your goals. We are those people, and when you're ready to take the next step, we are here for you. Take advantage of life's opportunities. Apply for a loan of up to 150,000 Rand. SMS your SAID number to 40101. Direct access. With us, you can.
Pirates set up in the early stages, and Tendai Ndoro inside the opening minute has found the opening goal.
Tendai Ndoro.
Tendai Ndoro. Over 30 goals in South African football in his time in South African top division soccer. He's here in studio with us, and yeah, Tendai, how are you?
I'm okay, Bratom. How are you, bro?
But you know, start with such a big sigh. I'm okay. Yeah? Big sigh like that.
I'm okay, bro. Sharp.
Pressure?
No pressure.
Nothing?
Not at all.
Okay, so let me hit the first question straight. Ne? The first one. Are you going to Chiefs?
I don't know.
Because there's all this rumors and speculations and what. When will you know?
As time goes on, I'm still weighing options, and I want to go where I can say I'm okay. I don't want to repeat the same thing which I did again for the past 2 years. Yeah.
So now my options.
Yeah, bye.
As I speak to you right now, ne, you got papers here that you're saying, no, not really. Yeah, maybe. It's like that, right?
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Here, locally, overseas?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
So there's still fire in the fire?
The fire won't go away.
Fire is still there?
Always.
Tendai Ndoro. You know, your story is absolutely unbelievable, right? And I think everyone kind of knows it. But for those who don't, let me just get them up to speed quickly, and then we'll get into another conversation on it. Those of you will remember Tendai Ndoro played for Orlando Pirates, then left. He went to Saudi Arabia, played there, then came back and was signed by Ajax Cape Town. Nobody on God's green earth knew that you could not sign for 3 clubs in one season. It suddenly came up in the rules, and it became an issue where Ajax and the PSL, they debated it, they went through DCs, and they've gone to court, and they've done all sorts of things around it, and they haven't come to a conclusion around it, culminating ultimately with the Ajax Cape Town being relegated at the end of the season on the back of that dispute, because points were taken away around Tendai Ndoro. So that's where that happened. Tendai, you then didn't play for a great part of last season. You have to go to training every day, but you're not able to play. And you're reading your name in the paper every day. What is that like? What does that feel like for a footballer?
Yeah, firstly, it was not well with me because I didn't know anything about rules, but later when they said I must stop playing, that's where we start checking with you what's wrong. And I've signed for 3 teams. I played 13 minutes for first club, and then 6 months with the club, and then I come back again. So for me, it was like I didn't know anything about rules, but so it ended up not proceed with the season. Yeah.
Difficult for you?
Yeah, it was difficult, and even now it's still hurting because it's bad to see your name on the papers with such things, but I'm getting over it day by day.
And those Ajax fans, what do you say to them about how you feel on the back of all of this drama, which I think no one will ever say it's your fault, but how does it? What do you feel for them?
I know how they're feeling now because they love to see their team playing football, PSL. But according to this thing, they always ask me. They call me, they text me on my social network saying, "We know it's not your fault, but we'll keep on supporting you wherever you are."
And that means a lot to you?
Yeah. I've received great support from the South African people, and I really appreciate the love and respect because wherever I go, they'll say, "Yazin, akusinkinga yakho mfethu, wena qhubeka ngale nto oyenzayo." So I just listen to them, and nami ngibe right.
13 minutes for Orlando Pirates, just 13 minutes. Then sold to go to Saudi Arabia, where you played for about 6 months, 5 or 6 games in that time there. It wasn't a great time, was it, Tendai?
Yeah, wrong timing, but that's how we learn. And then...
What happened when you get to Saudi? What goes wrong there? Because no one really expected to see you back that soon.
Yeah, there are things in football which some won't be told, like how the team will handle players. And when I was in Saudi Arabia, it was a very, very tough time for me, and I wasn't getting what we agreed on time, and could spend 3 to 4 months without any cent in your pocket. But yeah, anjalo.
Endaweni oil indoda eSaudi Arabia baphethe inyuke engaka.
Yeah, banayo bona eyabo ukwenza izinto zabo, but la emidlalweni webhola hayi benganiyaleka.
Huh? So udlani for 4 months?
Yo, bekunzima baba wami, bekunzima, and thank God ukuthi nami ngisukile lapho because ngabe manje ngabe maybe ngishonile manje.
Bohlupheka ndoda?
Yeah, bekunzima, bekuraf.
I'm just trying to imagine. Or in Saudi Arabia, it just doesn't seem right.
Yeah, yes, yabo ne-family ngapha wonke umuntu ubheke wena endlini, so batshela ukuthi every day ayikho bazothi mfethu ngcono uze ekhaya.
Send your questions through. Remember, we've got that social media topic as well. What do you want to say to Tendai Ndoro? Send those through to @SPORTAT10TV. I will read a couple of your comments after we come back from this break as we continue the conversation with Tendai.
Pour it, sip it, enjoy it, lock it, stash it, grab it.
Hold up. A resealable beer? I've been doing this for years. This is my idea. Y'all keep taking my ish.
The innovation everyone's been trying to crack. Share the new resealable 910ml.
Hello, neighbors. You're early. We're just here to drop off the gift. We have such painful blocked sinuses.
Pressure and discomfort associated with congested sinuses can ruin your day.
Oh, no. Have you tried ACC 200?
ACC 200 works fast to break down mucus and relieve congestion.
Hey, you've made it.
Sick of the snotties? Use ACC 200, South Africa's #1 mucolytic.
The open auditions are back.
All across South Africa, the folks should be famous. Now they're going to get a chance to show us, entertain us. Each week into a new town we go in search of something new. Oh, come on out, let's see what you can do. Oh, come on out, the next one could be you.
Yes, the next one could be you. Go to showville.co.za for venue information.
Madiba. Born Rolihlahla Mandela to the Tembu royal family and named Nelson by his primary school teacher. He studied law at the University of Forte and Wits University, and shortly after became a defiant revolutionary activist, philanthropist and lawyer. Dada was tried for treason and spent 27 years in prison. He was South Africa's first black president and was considered the founding father of democracy and father of the nation, who loved children and would have been 100 years this year. Dada, we miss you. Your legacy lives on.
You're watching Sport at 10. I've got Tendai Ndoro with me. We put a question to you on social media to say, what do you think? How do we solve it? What should the PSL as well as Ajax do to try and get a resolution to the case, the saga between them around Ajax's relegation? This is what you have to say to me. So Tembiso says to Tendai, he's not even talking about the topic. He says, Tendai, don't you wish to come back to Pirates? And who are you training with?
I'm training alone. Keeping myself fit.
The other part was also about Pirates, but let's move on, because the next comment is, we still like you at Orlando Pirates. That comes through from Sukazi. And then moving further on down the list of things what you guys are saying, Golani says, no question, Fire. He must join Kama at Chiefs. And then going on, I would like to ask Tendai how he is feeling and where he'll be playing this upcoming season. That's what Zibelembe says. But you've already told me you don't really know, right?
Yeah.
But you want to be playing this next season?
Yeah, obviously. I love soccer, and that's the only thing I know. And I'd love to get back to the field as soon as possible and showcase my talents once again.
Hell or high water, you will be playing somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
No, you won't sit at home this season. It doesn't. Whatever happens, you will.
I will play football.
Because but you're expensive, man. You know, I was looking at Ari the other day. It's like, we want to keep Tendai, but he's expensive. Is that the case? Quality costs?
Obvious, but I don't want to get into details.
You don't want to talk about the money?
Yeah.
Moving on to Jali Temba says, stay strong, boy. And then there was one last one, which is Sipho, who is actually on topic here, who says the best solution is for the PSL and Ajax to have 18 teams in the PSL this season going forward. That would be an interesting solution. I don't think it'll work, though. But it's a solution. Thank you for giving your perspective on that one. Tendai, apart from training at home, I've seen you in the garden, working hard, doing your own training and stuff on your social media. You're also looking to give back, right? You want to use your experience as a footballer to give back. How are you doing that?
Yeah, I've got a foundation, Tendai Ndoro Foundation, and I'm looking to help upcoming youngsters and and to keep them off the street and to help community.
How are you doing it?
No, I've got a team which is working on it, and the team will do all the best. So.
And then what? You're going to be all over the country? Are you going to be just in Joburg, or are you going to be doing it back home in Zim? What are you going to be? How are you going to be making these kids better footballers, better people?
Yeah, mostly. Like my life is in South Africa, and mostly I'll be doing it in South Africa and Zimbabwe. There are so many talents, and then I was talking to other parents last week, so I'm trying to check it, South Africa and Zimbabwe, and even in Africa. I've got a name, so it can happen.
What do you want the foundation to achieve?
If the kids variety, and that's the most important thing. When the kids are okay and trying to give them what they need, and I'll be okay.
That's it. Simple as that. Just make sure that the kids are okay. The Tendai Ndoro Foundation.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to have time? Because you say you're going to be playing football, right? You're saying this season for you is just going to be focusing on football. You're going to have time for that?
Like I said, there's a strong team behind it. So, it's going somewhere.
Moving back to the football things, we are less than 2 weeks away from the beginning of the season. Are you in a position where you're fit enough to join a club right now and just say, listen, I'm ready to go out there and play?
Yeah, my boots are always ready, and anytime given a chance, I get there. But, it's been long not playing a competitive match, but as a footballer, you have to adjust in such things. But I'm ready. I can do any game anytime.
Is it that simple, really? You can just get back on the field and start banging away the goals?
It's not that simple, but when you have support from your teammates in wherever I'll go, it will make everything easy.
Do you have a preference? Do you, in terms of where you'd want to play, would you like to stay in South Africa? If the opportunity arose, would you like to stay in the PSL, or where's your head around that?
Like I said, I'm still weighing options. I'll go for the best one because I don't want to repeat the same thing which happened last. I have to be careful, think about my family, and because I don't want to repeat, because I've been to hell and I don't want to go there again.
You call Saudi Arabia hell? Was it that bad?
I mean, it's like usebenze 4 months. How? To talk about it, sometimes it pains me because I've been there. So that's hell for me.
Tendai Ndoro, thanks for coming through. Thanks for sharing the human side of the story. I think we'd heard all the rules. We've heard all the lawyers. We've heard from everybody else. But to get it from you, from where you were, from your perspective, from the footballer side, I think was a great opportunity for South Africans. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, man.
Tendai Ndoro, the fire. He's spoken to you, you've heard it, and you've commented. After the break, we'll be talking to Tibos Skimsa. Cornet is on the show. Another great South African doing great things. Stay with us.
Coming up to Johannesburg for holidays and then walking around the foyer of the SABC, just taking it all in and saying, hey, one day this will be me. And then breaking into the industry and getting so much love and appreciation for what I do from you, because you make it possible by paying your TV licenses so I can speak and I can do the thing that makes me happy.
Your consumer rights are #1 here on Ilungelo Lakho. It's your right. Yazi kabanzi ngamalungelo akho njengomthengi. Lolu ke uhlelo olundethela indaba, ulwazi kanye nezixwayiso ezithinta nina bheke kanye njengabathengi. Sindethela futhi nochwepheshe abazonifundisa kabanzi ngamalungelo enu. Simpiwe.
Injalo ke lezaba Alicia, sikwathisa ke kabanzi ngamalungelo akho from matters concerning faulty goods, poor service, your contractual disputes, dodgy credit providers and much more.
Hlala nje la nelungelo lakho. It's your right njalo njengomsombuluko kusukela ngo-12 emini kuya ngo-1.
Ungakhohlwa ke mbukeli ukuthi utawuthola impinza yalolu hlelo njalo njengoLwesine kusukela nga-10 ebusuku khona la kumahamba phambili
SABC 1 Mzansi for sure.
Just don't stay right. Come on, Papa Capella. Shh. I'm going to get something.
Why are you laughing at your own performance?
Today,
you seem to enjoy that.
No, I did. I think I enjoy. Look, it's always great to act with Morao. I think it's the best relationship I've ever had on screen.
So it just takes you to a good place.
Yeah, it does.
Tibos, Cornet Mamabolo, welcome to Sport at 10. The man from Limpopo who's come to Johannesburg and made it. That's a great story. What brought you here and how have you made it?
I'm not sure about the have made it part.
We all know you. We all know you can't go anywhere without people pointing at you.
There and there.
Yeah.
But what brought me to Joburg was to stay with my parents. Because I was staying with my grandmother and my uncles, my aunt when I was in Limpopo. So when I came to Johannesburg, I just came to...
How old are you at that stage?
2004.
Minus 14 from your age, so
I mean,
you were a teenager.
I was a teenager. I was doing grade 7.
Yeah.
It was that time. So I was just here to stay with parents and for schooling.
Then you go through the school. Like everyone, they say you must go and study further. Get all parents, you must study to make it. You've got to go to university, which you did, right?
Yeah, which I did. But you see, I think one thing that is actually, that I can say I always appreciate about having moved that side was to be more introduced to the arts, to get to know people that have, same interest with you. Because that's where I've started, high school drama, then eventually just decided to pursue it at a varsity level also.
You're even at varsity. I mean, the talent was there at varsity because Govets, where you were studying, you were the best actor of the year, you were winning awards.
I had one. Mobang Bampile, this one, the most promising performer in movement and performance in the whole Wits School of Arts. It was a great one. What is it, Mama? Blended too much.
What blended?
No one. Now you have, focus change, you know, or no TV was this type of style of acting, then you go with one.
Because I think a lot of people
choices.
think the only kind of acting is like movies, TV, and yet that's not really where you started. It's not where you actually got your passion. It wasn't there.
Yeah. Look, I always tell people that you need to go into it for the right reasons. Then you will get the, you know, that hidden truth, what is not known to the public. You will know that there's opportunities in radio if you want to be a performer. There's stage, you know, there's mainstream, there's commercial theater, there's industrial,
and you
there's corporate. You know, we've done those. There's television, there's film, but it's not mainstream film also. There's short films, so there's a lot. Then you will get to, if you're just doing it because you want to know it and master it, then you'll be exposed to a whole lot of stuff.
You're also a businessman.
Yeah.
Apart from an actor, script writer, director, everything else, like financial services. When I look at you, I'm like, financial services.
Yeah.
Like, how does one even get to that from the life journey that you've been on? Tell me a bit about that.
It's interest. Look, before I got into the financial space through an administrator then called Sukoko, it was interest. The only thing that I knew was just arts. And then I was introduced to it through Johnny Mudiba. And I was an agent, then, you know, the rep. Then I was like, okay, look, this is a space that I like. You know, few black people playing in it. Few people playing on a higher level. Then, you know, interest then grew, and then we opened a brokerage company. Then you become that intermediary. That's what we're doing, you know.
Okay, but the big words, yeah, no, brokerage company, it's on. Like, what does that mean?
Okay.
What
I do, get police, funeral policies to the individual. But also what we do is that the company they are doing the same thing. So what we do is that we arrange underwriting for groups that have FSP financial services, that are financial service providers. We arrange the underwriting for them through our platform. That's what we do, you know.
Yes, what a multi-talented, everything, businessman, actor, what. And also a man who builds libraries and helps his communities. Because that's a story that I think a lot of people know, but why a library? Why go back to your former home, Limpopo, and say, I'm going to put a library at a school?
It's necessary. It's just too necessary. You would know. I mean, I would believe that you have done, you know, your share. You've went to some community and tried to encourage them through speaking. You know, you have given away some things. It's good, but it can only do much. You know, you need structures. You need institutions that will stay there. That will change the mindset of the community, of the individual. You bring in new culture. You know, new life, new dreams, new hope. That's what it symbolizes, and that's the whole vision of the library. That's the whole vision of wanting to build a science center now, because that's our next project, and then we want it done this year. So, but the plan is to build libraries and science centers almost every year. We want 35 by 2025.
Wow.
That's what we want to build, and it feels great. The feeling is great. Like you have kids. I go back home and then I'm there and, you know, you spend time with kids. They are reading for the first time after school, you know. You get kids from, you know, walking Ks to just come to the library and read.
But will those kids say, Cornet knows his sport? He has given us this library, but will they say he knows his sport? The SPORTAT10 quiz is coming up. The trophy is priceless. You can't have it. But the cakes you can. If you can tell me who this is. Can you recognize him? And no, actually, and then for bonus point, which club has he gone to? Sure.
There's no way.
And he signed for?
Brighton.
Whole name?
No,
Brighton and Hove Albion.
No, Brighton. Brighton.
There's so much after Brighton. Then, do you know who this is? He did great things this weekend. I spoke about him at the top of the show. Sport. Francesco Molinari. Winning the Open with Tiger Woods there in the background, golf. And then, more. You can, and get South African, get Protea, so it's kind of embarrassing.
What I know, spinner.
Okay, spin bowler, yes.
And
say name me la born.
Can you move your lips?
No. Keshav Maharaj, 12 wickets in a test match. He just did that, but we're going to do it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to give him for the library.
You passed the exams. You passed the exams. You passed it. Thank you very much.
For the library, we give him. No, I'm just saying, people come to my show this Saturday. I'll be at State Theatre. So follow me on Twitter, Shampunizer, and then later that. Sundown Zulu Chiefs won. First half by the Beriso, second half by change. Wardrobe change, Basara was Ogar Mandela Machele Day. Who won no two now. On the other, hey, Eric is taking Savarella Fita, company.
Favorite movie?
The Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, Will Smith. It's a very good movie. Yeah, when I get there,
I'll leave you with the words that we leave you with every week. If you're not watching Sport at 10,
what are you doing?
It's time. I get up. I get up.